NXT Takeover Brooklyn part number 2 is going to be glorious. My preview and predictions for Saturday's huge event at the Barclays Center. Let's talk about it. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. And this is my official NXT Takeover Brooklyn preview and predictions, because Saturday night's show is going to fucking be glorious. Glorious. You fucking goons. I know there'll be someone in the comment section. Oh, JD, how did you do that, man? Are you a dark magician, man? Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, JD, how did you get the music to play, man? On command, bro. Guarantee it. You fucking goons. It's the power of fucking editing, clown. Anyway, man, enough of the fucking clown around. We're here to talk about NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, part number 2. It's the second year in a row that NXT is in Brooklyn during SummerSlam weekend. And I honestly cannot wait for this event. If you do not have the WWE Network, I urge you right now, it is free to sign up for. Okay? You can cancel at any time. Cancel before the end of the month so you're not billed or charged $9.99. Because WWE wants you to watch what they got this weekend. We got a bunch of new shit coming to the network. More importantly, we got TakeOver, and we got the Cruiserweight Classic, as always. I don't know why you're not fucking watching that to begin with. And then we got SummerSlam. So if you want to watch these events this weekend, you can do so. Sign up for the network. All I tell you, each and every fucking time I come on here, is you should be watching NXT. If you're not, you're a fucking clown. This is the future of the business, the future of the company. So if you don't like NXT, you might as well just stop watching WWE, period. Quit while you're ahead, goon. Because what you see at TakeOver on Saturday night, August 20th, live on the network from the Barclays Center, is going to be the future of this company. And I can't fucking wait for this show. Now, we can all sit in unison and rejoice every time there's a fucking TakeOver event, because every time there's a TakeOver event, WWE seems to put on the legit best show of the year. And they got some pretty big shoes to fill on Saturday night. Dallas was fucking amazing. Zayn and Nakamura, Balor and Joe, Bayley and Asuka. You got American Alpha versus The Revival. Those matches were fucking phenomenal. Everything that happened at Dallas, listen, you ain't gonna hear one fucking complaint from my mouth, from my lips, okay? But WWE certainly has a huge fucking task ahead of them. Will they top Dallas? In my honest opinion, without any fucking hesitation at all, yes. Absolutely. I think they're gonna top Dallas. I think this card right now, the way you look at the card up and down on paper, better than what Dallas had to offer. Do I think that the crowd is going to be better in Brooklyn than they were in Dallas? Absolutely, because nobody does it better than New York City when it comes to live professional wrestling, especially rabid, smart mark fucking clowns who will go out of their way to make sure they are the focus of the entire show. That's New York City, bro. They're going to do it, and it's going to be fucking spectacular. So we're going to go over the entire fucking card. I can't wait for this show. And it is legit probably going to be the best show of the year. Probably even going to be better than SummerSlam, to be honest with you. It's going to be much better than SummerSlam. And SummerSlam is looking pretty damn good, even though the build has been fucking terrible. So we're going to go over the match card. We're going to go over my preview and predictions, who I think is going to win, lose, and where WWE is going to go from here after TakeOver Brooklyn 2. These are my official predictions. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. I'll be live tweeting all fucking weekend long, especially while I am in Brooklyn Sunday afternoon. If you guys want to come check me out and call me a fucking goon to my face, I'll be at 205th in Brooklyn, American Bar and Grill with Mr. Justin LaBar. come up to me, call me a fucking goon, tell me how much you hate my fucking content, how you wish I had cancer, and this and all that, all this fucking bullshit that I usually hear on a daily basis, whatever the case may be. You can say it in person now, so there you go. Anyway, thank you guys for that. Let's get into my fucking predictions. We're going to start off with Bobby Roode versus Andrade Cien Almas, who has been a complete fucking flop for WWE, more specifically NXT. Bobby Roode comes into the WWE, and he hasn't even wrestled a fucking match on live television yet, and he's been absolutely fucking glorious. He's got a new theme music, or a new theme song, I should say. He looks fucking fantastic. He's got some great mic skills. He's a legit superstar. One of the few guys from TNA that I wanted in the WWE for a very long time, and we finally get to see Bobby Roode in a WWE ring at TakeOver in New York City, in Brooklyn. Now, I will say this about his theme song. I just want to throw this out there as a fun fact, and it is 100% fact. You don't know how important a fucking theme song is to a WWE wrestler, to a wrestler in general. Because when Bobby Roode's fucking theme hit, I automatically made it my fucking ringtone on my phone. It's the hottest thing going right now. You got Ciampa and fucking Gargano doing the glorious bomb, hashtag on Twitter, and it's blowing up all over the fucking place. Bobby Roode hasn't even fucking stepped foot in a ring, and he's already over as fuck because of his theme music. Look at that shit. Same thing happened with Nakamura. That motherfucker has at least 4 million views on YouTube.com for that theme song alone. It was in the fucking iTunes top charts for most downloaded songs. And it's a WWE superstar theme song. If that doesn't tell you how important a fucking theme song is to a superstar, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Bobby Roode is already a legit superstar, and he's on his way to do great things in NXT, just based on that fact alone. He is not losing to Andrade Cien Almas, who, in my honest opinion, looks like a fucking Chippendales dancer. He's getting ready to go to a fucking bachelorette party and start taking his fucking clothes off. Either that, or he's getting ready to fucking join Savio Vega in Los Boricuas in the Attitude Era. Which one? I don't fucking know. But Andrade Cien Almas is a huge fucking bust. Guy's fucking flopped. He beat Ty Dillinger in his fucking debut, and people were fucking pissed. He beat Ty Dillinger, and Ty Dillinger was so over in that match. And when he beat Ty Dillinger, that was pretty much it. Then he disappeared for a few weeks, and then we forgot about Andrade Cien Almas, and now he's back. But he's not going to do anything of importance here. Bobby Roode is obviously going to get a clean pinfall victory over Cien Almas, and he's going to win his debut match at NXT Takeover, and it's going to be fucking glorious. So Bobby Roode will defeat Andrade Cien Almas. Austin Aries versus No Way Jose. Another one with amazing theme music. Theme music that got the character over. Theme music that got the fucking man behind the character over. And he's just having way too much fun, man. No Way Jose. One of my current favorites in WWE. Austin Aries. Again, another guy from TNA who came over, and he was always one of the few TNA guys I wanted in the WWE. So look at this. We got Bobby Roode, and we got Austin Aries. And then Samoa Joe in the main event versus Nakamura. So TNA, or TNA alum, is heavily represented here at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. And that's not a bad thing, because Roode, Aries, and Samoa Joe are fucking great. Austin Aries versus No Way Jose. This one is a tough one to call. And I don't know which way to go here. You can do a few things. No Way Jose, WWE can give No Way Jose a very impressive victory over Austin Aries, which it will be if he does defeat Austin Aries, which I would not mind that happening. But Austin Aries just turned heel. He's got a solid direction now with his character and his persona. And Austin Aries, to be honest with you, came into NXT at the wrong fucking time. You know, Nakamura was about to debut. He was pretty much thrown to the side because Nakamura received this huge fucking debut, and everybody was talking about how great Nakamura was, and etc., etc. Austin Aries, to me, in my honest opinion, was just the guy who came in to the WWE. He was at the wrong place at the wrong fucking time. And Austin Aries does not deserve that. But there's nothing you can do about that right now. You know, I don't think he minds. You know, I think he's very happy where he is. You know, I don't think he has a problem with his positioning in NXT because NXT is a place to grow. Austin Aries knows the talent that he possesses. There's no fucking way that Austin Aries is going to be here and not achieve the things that he wants to because he's that damn fucking good. But Austin Aries was pretty much thrown to the wayside. Why would you have him lose and pretty much stall his momentum here? I would not have him lose. If I was to choose someone right off the bat here to win this match without any hesitation, again, I would have Austin Aries win this match. No way, Jose. He's the rookie. He's the new guy. He's the fucking freshman of the class, right? He's doing great for himself. He's going to continue building momentum. I think WWE can make No Way Jose look decent in defeat. Better than decent. They can make him look good, great in defeat. He can bring Austin Aries to the brink. But I honestly think Austin Aries needs to beat No Way Jose here because he needs to develop some type of momentum going forward. I think Austin Aries is going to be a huge piece to the puzzle of NXT moving forward for the future of this brand. And I don't want to see Austin Aries take one step forward and then lose and take 3 steps back. I don't want that to happen to him. He's too good. Okay? If WWE does have Austin Aries lose and they give the win to No Way Jose, I honestly think the best way to go about it would be have Austin Aries just turn into a full-fledged psychopath. Go on a barrage of attacks and pretty much solidify himself as a threat, and he's going to get what he wants, and he's going to fucking do what he's got to do to get a victory. You know, give him that, you know, I lost another fucking match, I'm gonna make everybody's life a living hell type gimmick. But I wouldn't even tread that line. I would honestly give Austin Aries the win here over No Way Jose. I think he needs it more than Jose. Jose's the newbie. He's the rookie. Austin Aries certainly needs a win more than No Way Jose. That's who I'm going with. I think Austin Aries is going to beat No Way Jose at NXT TakeOver back to Brooklyn. Ember Moon is making her debut at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. We don't know who she's fighting. There's no reason to believe why she's not going to beat whoever she's fighting. Ember Moon is going to play a vital role in NXT going forward. Okay, I will explain that in a second. I've been watching Ember Moon matches. I've been studying Ember Moon. I've been looking at what she does in the ring, and I've been dissecting matches on YouTube, and I see the talent that is there. I am going to tell you guys right now, thank you to everybody that sent me video and recommendations of what to check out. I appreciate you guys. What I would do without you, I don't know. You know, some things that I don't know, I'm not a Mr. Know-It-All, but I'm very fortunate to have some people like you guys watching me who are going to steer me in the right direction to, you know, uncover something that I might not have known previously. Ember Moon was one of those things. I didn't even know she was signed to the WWE. You know, I did not know at all. And now I opened my eyes, I did my research, and what I see, in my honest opinion, may very well be my favorite new woman in the entire WWE. She is absolutely fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. We had Sasha Banks, we had Becky, we had Bayley, and we had Charlotte, okay? Sasha and Bayley main evented an NXT TakeOver. And honestly, with Ember Moon coming in, this is going to give way for Bayley to go to the main roster. I'll talk about that in a second. Bayley is going to move to the main roster. There's no question in my mind. Bayley's going to the main roster after SummerSlam. When that happens, legitimately, I don't know. But it's going to be after SummerSlam if I was to be a betting man. Ember Moon is going to be the perfect woman to counteract Asuka. And they've been having matches already at house shows, at NXT live events, and I'm hearing nothing but rave reviews from everybody about what Ember Moon and Asuka are doing down at these house shows. And if they can take that, and they can take what they're doing at these house shows and apply it to a TakeOver special or NXT television week to week, we had Bayley and Sasha Banks main event TakeOver, right? Asuka and Ember Moon will be the next 2 women to headline a TakeOver event. There's no reason to believe that. There's no reason, I'm sorry, mixed up my words. There's no reason not to believe why these 2 women will not do that. You know, especially towards the end of the year when things kind of died down and slowed down for WWE. Why wouldn't you give these 2 women the stage, 30 minutes to go out there and fucking tear the house down? Why not? Why not? Ember Moon already is not even in the WWE on television yet, and you can tell how vital of a woman she's going to be to that entire, not only division, but that roster in general. She's going to add such a huge impact to that roster. The matches that she's going to have with Asuka are going to be like nothing we've seen before with the previous women that have come and gone from NXT to Raw to SmackDown. This is going to be the next evolution of what NXT does for the women's division. I can't wait. Ember Moon is going to fucking wow people in Brooklyn. She's going to show you exactly why women's wrestling in WWE is solidified for years and years and years to come. And the matches that she is going to have with Asuka live on television, live at takeovers, is going to fucking tear the house down wherever they go to next. I cannot fucking wait. That and that alone has me excited for what happens after Takeover Brooklyn. Ember Moon making her debut, going to be fucking unbelievable. Bayley is going to move up to the main roster. That's your next women's champion. The one woman to beat Asuka is going to be Ember Moon. I guarantee you. The Revival versus Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, and Tommaso Ciampa, Mr. Psycho Killer himself for the NXT Tag Team Championship. This one is a tough one to call as well, okay? The Revival, they just got out of a feud with American Alpha. American Alpha was promoted to SmackDown. They are going to be the face of that division on the blue brand. The Revival, one of the best tag teams, not only in the WWE, but probably all of the industry right now. I was watching fucking old SummerSlams. I was watching a match with the Hart Foundation and the Brainbusters, led by Bobby the Brain Heenan. I'm looking at this match, and I'm watching this match intently, and I'm like, you know what? Fucking Revival, man. Fucking 25 years ago. Holy shit. These guys are fucking unbelievable. They're a throwback to the fucking Brainbusters. They are absolutely amazing at what they do. Edge, Adam Copeland, even came out and said that the Revival is not only the best tag team in the WWE, but his personal favorite tag team in all of the WWE. That is a nice endorsement in itself. Revival and Johnny Gargano, man. Listen to this. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa gave us one of the best matches of 2016, okay? Now, a lot of people are thinking right now that Gargano and Ciampa could be on Monday Night Raw to pretty much make a statement on the Cruiserweight division on Monday Night Raw. I don't think it's time for that yet. I think with the way Gargano and Ciampa are pretty much handling themselves on social media, they're gaining a huge following thanks to Bobby Roode and the Glorious Bomb hashtag and all their funny antics, and especially after that fucking classic match that they had at the end of the first round of the Cruiserweight Classic. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano's stock has never been higher. You need to get these guys with championship gold around their waist. The Revival has been great. The Revival has done everything that they possibly can for the tag team division right now. I think Gargano and Ciampa right now, where their stock is most, is in NXT. Where they're going to thrive most, where they're going to be most needed, where they're going to be, you know, where they're going to need to be is down in NXT with the tag team titles, okay? They can have a rematch with the Revival. They can have a rematch, and you can continue this feud after Brooklyn. Where they're needed most is down in NXT. More so than the Cruiserweight division on Monday Night Raw. Now, Gargano and Ciampa, they're eventually going to work towards that Cruiserweight division because that's where they need to be. They eventually want to get to the main roster. They eventually want to do what they got to do in the Cruiserweight division and bring what they did at the Cruiserweight Classic at the end of round 1 to Monday Night Raw and Raw's exclusive brand pay-per-views. I understand that. But where they're needed most right now is in the tag team division. You got the Authors of Pain, you got TM61, you got the Revival, and you got Gargano and Ciampa. That's all you got. That's all you got. If you take these guys out of their element from NXT and put them on Monday Night Raw in the Cruiserweight division, you're going to kill the tag team division on NXT. You can't do that right now. So you need to keep these guys in NXT. Okay? Have them win the tag team titles and have a team, whether it be the Revival, whether it be the Authors of Pain, whoever's next in line, have them get underneath their skin so much to the point where it gets into the minds of both Gargano and Ciampa and they actually cost each other the tag team championships, which leads to them being promoted to Monday Night Raw and them reliving their feud, or their match, I should say, from the Cruiserweight Classic on Monday Night Raw. Have them have a small little run with the tag team championships. I think they deserve it right now with what they are doing. Have them have a run with it, and in the end of this, at the end of this all, have them pretty much cost each other a loss and lose the tag team titles, whether it be back to the Revival, whether it be to the Authors of Pain, whether it be a new team that we don't know of coming into the WWE and NXT. I don't know. But I think that's the best case scenario for these guys. Have them win the tag team championships, which I think they will at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. They're going to beat the Revival, but they're going to stay in NXT for the time being and then be brought up to the main roster for the Cruiserweight division, because these two guys, no matter they're a tag team or on their own, they're too good to not be on Monday Night Raw. Gargano and Ciampa win the NXT Tag Team Championships from the Revival. Bayley versus Asuka. This one is easy, okay? Bayley's getting called up to the main roster. No doubt in my mind, Bayley is going to the main roster. She's going to Raw. Asuka is undefeated. That's the one glaring fact in this entire thing. Asuka is undefeated. Bayley is not going to beat Asuka. Bayley does not need the NXT Women's Championship. Bayley wants to be on the main roster. Bayley needs to be on the main roster. Having her win the NXT Championship might be a step backwards to some. So I don't think that's going to happen. Bayley obviously is more than ready to be with Sasha and Charlotte and everybody else on Monday Night Raw. Nia Jax. You add Bayley to the women's roster on Monday Night Raw, automatically you have a solid fucking division. You can do a lot with the women that you got on Monday Night Raw now. Plus, if WWE goes out and signs a few more women to bolster both the Raw and SmackDown women rosters, I think they'll be set up for the future pretty well. Asuka is going to have her hands full with Ember Moon. Ember Moon, like I said before, is going to be the one woman to take down Asuka and give Asuka her first loss. They're going to have brutal matches and brutal encounters, and that's the women's match that everybody is going to want to see and everybody's anticipating moving on from Brooklyn. Bayley, not going to do it on this night. They're going to have a great match. They're going to try and do what Sasha and Bayley did last year. They're not going to be as good as what they did last year, but it's going to be a great match nonetheless. Asuka is going to retain the Women's Championship. We may even see Ember Moon here, you know, pretty much staring down from the aisleway about who her next challenger is going to be, and that woman is going to be Asuka. Asuka is going to retain the NXT Women's Championship against Bayley at TakeOver. And finally, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship. In my honest opinion, again, nothing wrong with being predictable. Nothing wrong with, you know, picking the winner fairly easily here, as long as it makes sense. Another one who's undefeated, Shinsuke Nakamura, took the WWE by storm, took NXT by storm. And this guy is absolutely fucking white hot, unbelievable. It is his time. You know when someone's time is now. And I'm not taking anything away from Samoa Joe whatsoever. He's been a great fucking champion. He is, without question, in my honest opinion, out of everybody in the entire WWE, the best heel in WWE. And yes, that includes Jericho, that includes Kevin Owens, that includes AJ Styles, and anybody else you want to include in that list. Samoa Joe is the best heel in the WWE. His delivery, his persona, his character, his mannerisms, and the way he comes off as a legit tough guy is fucking unbelievable. Joe makes anything believable by the way he presents himself in the WWE, in that ring, and on the microphone. These two guys, in fact, I made mention of this several times already. And if it does happen and it does come to be true, you know where you heard it. Nakamura or Joe. It could be either one of these two guys. These two are the only two men in WWE right now that I would put against Brock Lesnar and have these guys, either one of them, beat Brock Lesnar and have Lesnar's undefeated streak for the last couple of years come to an end. Especially since beating The Undertaker streak at WrestleMania. Like I said, and I joked around, and I really mean it, even though I'm joking around when I say this. Brock Lesnar holds the power. He holds that fucking power. And anybody that beats Brock Lesnar, especially after having him beat The Undertaker's undefeated streak, is going to be a fucking superstar. Because Brock Lesnar did what nobody else could do, and that was beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. From that day forward, Lesnar has not suffered a loss, and he ran through literally everybody. To have Nakamura or Joe come in here and pretty much put a halt, a stop to everything that Brock Lesnar has done since that very day which still is being talked about, which is the most shocking moment in all of WWE history, it would make either one of these men. It would make either one of these men legit fucking superstars, household names for years and years and years to come. It needs to happen. It needs to be Nakamura or Joe. Nakamura has history with Lesnar in Japan. Joe, the way he carries himself in all aspects, can easily make a match with Brock Lesnar believable. You can't go wrong there. You cannot go wrong. My money on this night, being that Nakamura is undefeated, not taking anything away from Samoa Joe, he's been a great fucking champion. But I don't think Samoa Joe is going to beat Nakamura. I don't think Nakamura losing in a championship match is going to do him good at all. Nakamura is going to go into Brooklyn undefeated. He's going to win the title. He's going to remain undefeated. And I honestly think we're going to get Nakamura versus Hideo Itami for the NXT Championship. And Nakamura is going to hold it all the way up until next year, until WrestleMania weekend, and that's when he's going to make his main roster debut. That's what I see happening. I think Nakamura is needed for the NXT brand. NXT needs a fucking babyface to fill the void that Finn Balor left. Balor was that guy. Balor was that babyface. They have nobody else in that roster or on that roster to fill the void of Finn Balor. But they got Nakamura. Until they find someone to replace Nakamura, that's when you call Nakamura up. Nakamura's not going anywhere. They need a babyface. They need a babyface champion. Nakamura is that guy. All signs point to Nakamura winning. He's undefeated. He's the hottest thing in WWE right now. He's the hottest thing in NXT. Everybody loves him. People want to see him. People are paying money to see him. Merchandise flying off the shelves. Everything is going Nakamura's way. And again, I mean this with no disrespect whatsoever, because Samoa Joe is probably in my top 3 favorite superstars in all of WWE right now. He's been a great champion, but Nakamura is too hot, and his time is now to not give him the title. Nakamura wins it, new NXT champion, and I think we get Hideo Itami versus Nakamura. If not, we might get a rematch with Samoa Joe for at least one more. And then Joe gets called up to the main roster. You know, they could do that. And Triple H and NXT will continue to replenish the roster down at NXT. They might replace Samoa Joe with somebody else that they're going to go out and sign. Adam Cole's coming in. You know, they got a whole new class of NXT talents. We don't know who the fuck is coming in September. You know, WWE's making huge strides in trying to get Kenny Omega after he won the G1 tournament. And everybody's telling me to go watch that match that he had in the finals. I will. I might even fucking review it for you guys, because I do have it saved to my YouTube. 45 minutes. I'm going to watch it one of these nights. Probably not this week, because I got a big week with SummerSlam and content and taking care of the channel, but I will do that. They're making strides to go out and get the Young Bucks, Adam Cole. You know, I know Jay Lethal's going to be fucking, you know, a free agent by the end of 2017, going into 2017. WWE's going to try and get Matt and Jeff Hardy. They got a lot of names that they want to bring into the WWE. You know, Omega, the Young Bucks, and Jay Lethal, they're on the radar. Whenever their contract is up, you know, I don't know who in Lucha Underground WWE's looking at, but they're looking at all fucking promotions, all indie promotions, all over the world. They're looking to fill NXT. So if Joe is losing and Joe is going to continue with Nakamura for another match, I don't see Joe reclaiming the title back. I don't see Joe becoming a 2-time champion. I think Joe's going to move to the main roster. And I honestly think by the end of the year, going into 2017, I think we're going to get Nakamura versus Hideo Itami. And that's going to be the NXT Championship match going forward into 2017. Nakamura beats Joe, new NXT champion. And I think by the end of this thing, we're going to have an event that is better than TakeOver Dallas. That is my review. Let me know what you guys are thinking about everything regarding NXT TakeOver. And if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Let me know who you think is going to win. Let me know what you think is going to happen at the event. Is it going to be better than Dallas? Are you looking forward to it? Are you going to be watching? Are you going to be tweeting along with me? At JD from NY206. Subscribe to the channel. Same thing, JD from NY206. If you want to support the show and the podcast, patreon.com/JD from NY206. Check out all my other videos that I did this week. WWE 2K16 King of the Ring. Getting ready for 2K17 roster reveal. Monday Night Raw review. Smackdown review. You name it. I'll see you guys on Friday for Off the Script. Until then, I am JD. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on Friday for my SummerSlam preview and predictions for Sunday's event on Off the Script. Until then, I'm JD, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.